Good morning. Time for a run, I think. Right, okay, so yeah, it's Sunday, which is, as we know, traditional long run, slow plod day. Just walking across Brandall Golf Course at the moment. The plan today is to join the canal down by junction 2 of the M5, follow that round in a loop. It sort of breaks up and then joins another canal which goes along towards Dudley, but I'm heading towards the Netherton tunnel. Then I'm going to come through the Netherton tunnel to the wonderfully named Bumble Hole, join the canal, run it down back into Birmingham at Mucklows Hill. Never done this route before. I've done sections of it. I've never run out to it and back. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes, see how far it is. Weather's nice. It's cool. It has been raining. It's not raining right now. It is cold, very cold. Feel it on the fingers. I'm beginning to cool down a bit, so time to shut up, get running, and I'll see you at one of the canals. A little bit on the road. I've just come off the golf course, joined the Wolverhampton Road, and I'm running down towards the motorway. Get for the traffic, go for it. So it's taken me, I think, 2 miles to get here. And we're now on the towpath. Oh, we're heading out towards Netherton. That way. Morning. Hiya. I think this canal sort of finishes by the motorway again. I have checked the map, but I don't really need to look at it until at the end of this path. That's a bit of architecture in it. All factory units. Loading hatch up there. He's a big one. Hopefully I'll land a bit further up and we'll get a better shot of him. I don't know how visible it was on the camera then. But that big heron that just took off and flew down the canal landed just up here. See if we can get a decent shot of him, mate. Or he might just have been turning right. No, he's just there in the reeds. See his head. Oh, he's gonna go. Nervous old birds. See the motorway up ahead of us, which means this canal must be almost coming to an end now. That's a railway line over there. Still got the track down. Just gonna have a quick look, eh? Not too while we're there, yeah. So we get up this bit of bank. That's a platform by the looks of it. A little bit of platform or something there. M5. We're going to run underneath it for a while. We are heading that way. As soon as I check the map, make sure that's the right way to be heading. Although there's a signpost here, it's over there. When I was looking at potential routes this morning, the path I was going to take was to go that way, the opposite way to which I'm going, sort of head out towards the canal that goes to Birmingham, but then join a different canal or join it going in the other direction, which is then towards Wolverhampton. Now I've got here, see this path isn't that clear on the map that I'm using, but now I'm here, sign says Wolverhampton this way. This is actually a better canal for where I want to get to, so change of route, we're now heading off towards Wolverhampton. And this is why I wear my mixed shoes, you know, the ones that are for on and off road, because I'm now running on grass rather than path, so you need that little bit more aggressive lugs on the sole. It's a big splashy puddle. Not going to worry about that though, because I know but when I get to Gorsty Tunnel, sorry, Netherton Tunnel, it'll be flooded anyway. It's quite hard really, running the canals, because it is a completely different angle, and one that you're not really used to, unless you sort of do it regularly. But I've just realised where I am. The road behind me is a road into Holborn Town Centre from where I live. So I've driven along that road thousands of times. First time I've ever been under it. More muddy footpaths. Of course the problem here is if you slip you're going in there. And my shoes aren't that waterproof. First time on this canal. I have run a canal that sort of runs parallel to this. It must only be a couple hundred yards that way. There's about a year or so ago, I wanted to do the Netherton tunnel, so I got Mrs. W to drop me off at a canal over there, and then ran alongside it. As I say, when I was back under the M5 down there, trying to work out which way to go, I realised that this was actually a bit of route. I decided to take it, but then, like I say, it must run parallel. And then because the Netherton tunnel, you can't get to it from this side, so at some point I'm just trying to remember where I'll have to cross over, and then do a little bit through a housing estate. These are quite pleasant. See if they hang around. Right then, now the other canal that I was on about is up there somewhere, because I remember at one point I did have to cut in and get onto the canal that I'm on, so I come from up there. But last time, like I say, I'd gone to a canal further on, and I do remember coming up here now to join this canal. So the actual crossing point is about 2 or 3 bridges up, I think. What that means as well is that I can sort of do a rough calculation, because the last, hang on a second, places, the last time I came this way, right there. Oh, I'll pause it, come back. So yeah, the last time I came this way, a couple of years ago, I think it worked out about 6-7 miles, something like that. Oh, the magnetic fishermen have been out. Look, they get not a lot of car parts. On a road sign. Funnily enough, Fisher's Bridge. Yeah, so at the time I was sort of quite keen to do 10Ks, a lot of 10Ks, so I'm guessing I probably plotted about a 10K route. What that means for this one that I've done, it's 6 miles, 10K, from where I did last time, and it's 4 miles for me to get to here. We're looking at close to 10 miles, which is good. That's a nice long plod. Well, I've checked the map. This is where we leave this canal. So the Netherton tunnel's only about a couple hundred metres down there, but you can't get to from this side. So I need to get on the road for a bit. I took now is trying to remember where the cut through is. I need to get over there somewhere. I got off the canal, a bridge too early. That's a bridge I should have come off. Basically, I've just circled along, I've just done a little bit of a loop round. This I now recognise, because you sort of cut through and there's this little housing estate there. Head over towards that bottom corner to pick up the Netherton tunnel. That's good, because I thought I was going mad just for a second then. Don't know why the gates are locked. Did I mention it's not easy to get to? So, if I carried on running, I'd have been on that path over there. Hang on a second, there's a drop down there. Don't tell me the path goes under. That's lovely, isn't it? Another big heron. And we're going that way through the tunnel. So there you go, I've learnt something. I don't have to get off, but this path, the path going that way isn't marked, so you can't see that it goes under. So here's the tunnel. And it gets very dark very quickly, so I think what I'm going to do is get my headlight on. Cap on backwards for this. You can see the massive potholes. Ooh, and the roof leaking. So you need the light. You don't try and run down here without it, because some of these potholes are quite deep and you want to try and avoid them. Very dark. Luckily there's a rail. Breathing hole, I think. The light at that end hasn't got any bigger. I've been running in the tunnel now for about 4 minutes. Judging by the size of the lights either end, I don't think we're halfway yet. However, it's very dark. Morning. Hiya. Wet, isn't it?
It is.
Coming towards the end of the tunnel now. I would say it's taken me about 10 minutes so far. I'm not out yet. Another couple of minutes. So I reckon it takes about 12 minutes to run through here. Maybe a little bit longer, especially if you're trying to dodge the puddles. So I think we must be looking at about over a mile. I think there's a marker, well I know there's a marker at the end of this and I think it says how long it is. So we'll have a look at that when we get there. Well, there you go, so it's been about 15 minutes then, because it was a couple of minutes before it marked off last time. Gotten a bit uneven underfoot. I think it was like that at the start of the tunnel up there and then it smoothed out a bit. And I think it's more to do with foot traffic. I think people come in sort of this far from this side and about the same from the other. So obviously there's more wear and tear, less in this intersection. Just a guess. There's the distance, 278 metres, just under 3 kilometres. About a mile and a half, isn't it? That'll be about right then, 15 minutes. Soaked now though. It's nice to know, isn't it? This is Bumble Hole. Get up on this bridge and have a look around. Right then, Bumble Hole, we are going that way towards Mucklows Hill on the Monarch's Way, footpath that I use quite a lot in Birmingham, where I live. Didn't realise it's split here though, interesting. You see the sign says Mirror Hill, Briley Hills that way. We're not going that way, but normally when I run this route that's where I'm coming from and then going down that way. So from here, probably about, I don't know, maybe half an hour, to Mucklow's Hill, which is about 3 miles, I think. So, right then, off we go. Paths are going a bit shitty again. Back there and just here, it looks like they're clearing up a bit ahead, but again, you can run on them, but it's not the best. Yeah, the legs begin to feel it. I'm not ready to stop yet. Well, I can't. I've still got 2-3 miles left to go before I get home. Whew. Well, this ain't getting there any quicker, is it? This is a nice stretch, this bit. We've got okay, so it's only half noisy bugger. So we've got half a mile to Ghosty Hill, however you want to pronounce it. I swore there was an R in it. Half a mile, so 5 minute run, and then we get to the hill. We're about to leave the canal now. Hello. So Ghosty Tunnel, I'll just show it you. This is where the path ends. It disappears into the hillside over there. For us now, we have to go over the hill, we can't go through it. Which means going up there. Right then, wish me luck. That's the hill done. No, I didn't get up it in one go. I had to stop and breathe halfway. Oh man, hard work there. Okay, choices. We can either, because you're coming with me, we can either carry on going up the hill, which sort of then means it's fairly level all the way home, or I can drop back down onto the canal. Okay, decision made. I'll drop back down onto the canal and show you where the tunnel comes out. Alright then, dropping back down onto the canal. There you go, other end of Gusty Tunnel. Coombs Bridge. Looks like there's a fishing competition on. Alright then, this is where we leave the canal. We're going up there. As I say, it's a dead end down that way now, just it turns into a marina. Lots of boats. We're not going that way. So the top of this hill more or less puts us top of Mucklows Hill, just down from the Stag and Three Horseshoes. Right then, let's get up it. Bit here, it's quite steep. Whew. Cars are screaming. Oh. Fortunately, it's stairs. So yeah, Green Lane. Ancient trackway provided a vital link between Wales and the East Midlands. The route would probably have crossed the River Severn on its way to Birmingham via the old town of Halesowen. Some hedgerows either side of the Green Lane have been dated to over 1,000 years old. Suggesting a possible connection with Saxon period circa 400 1066 to 1066 AD. So yeah, that's a 1,000-year-old path we've just walked up. Although the stairs are pretty new. Yeah, back on the road now, top of Mucklows Hill. You can taste it. You know, I've been running now for about 2 hours, majority of which has been on the canals, which even though they're going through built up areas, are clean. I'm now at the top of Mucklows Hill and you can almost taste it, well you can taste it, you can almost chew the air. Horrible, horrible. And this is a Sunday, it's quiet. There's times when I've come off Clint and come up this hill during rush hour traffic, and you can almost, I mean, it's ridiculous. You can see the pollution then. Right, last mile home. I'll come and say goodbye when it gets a bit quieter. Just past the 11-mile marker. About another half mile, maybe a bit more to go before I finish. Starting to cramp up a bit now, so I'll take a slow walk, jog to finish off this last little distance. It's a good one, I enjoyed that. It's nice getting out when the weather's like this because you can stay nice and cool. Canals, nice and clear, relatively flat. Bit muddy in parts. Most of it was alright though, to be honest. The hill, the tunnel, it's a great experience running through that. If you live locally, give it a go. Just make sure you take a decent torch. And don't wear any shoes that you don't want to get wet. Because yeah, it's a nice, good little fun run. Ghosty Hill, always hard work after a run. Absolutely kills you. And it's that little bit just back there where it gets really steep just before we leave the motorway that really takes it out of your calves. That's what's done for me this time. yeah, that little bit, I mean this is a gentle upslope now all the way home, and it just absolutely kills. I will start running again in a second though. Total distance I think should be about 12 miles once I've finished and actually tot it all up. Time wise, probably about 2 hours 20, 2:25, something like that, which isn't a great time for 12 miles, but taking into consideration the conditions, I'm quite happy with it. Right then, it's time to start running. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again. Bye.